Hi, ladies. This is Beth from Jumpstart, and I have a special guest with me here today. We are doing a hot seat interview with Amanda Keyser from A Plus Organizing. She lives in Shelby Township. She's about 45, 50 minutes away from me in Northville. So she's my special guest today. Hi, Amanda.
Hi, guys. Hi, Beth.
How are you?
I'm great.
Good. I'm glad to have you in my hot seat interview. I love doing these interviews and really getting to know. I mean, I've known you for a long time, but then the girls in the group can get to know you and your business. So tell us what life was like before you found me, before you found organizing. What was your day to day, week to week? What were you doing in life back a couple years ago?
All right. Yeah. So, prior to starting organizing and prior to having a family in general, my background is teaching and education. So I taught for many years. Right before I had my boys, for several years, I was the program director of an early childhood center. But once I found out we were having twins, I knew I just wanted to stay home with those babies. So once they became the stay-at-home mom. So, everyday life was not very exciting. Well, it was just very full and
Exciting.
busy. Yeah, it was exciting in a different way.
Right.
But as the boys grew, when they became more school age, I started getting the urge that I wanted to do just a little bit something more outside of the house. I knew I didn't want to go back to work full time. I still wanted to be a part of their school day. I wanted to be home when they were home. So I just needed to find something that was a little part-time and was still going to make me feel like I was getting my worth as far as working. So that's kind of where I was at as far as life before organizing.
Okay, awesome. And then what made you think maybe I could do this, or is this a thing? What kind of skills did you have? Did you have people suggest it? How did you kind of come into that? Maybe I can do this thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think just the nature of teachers in general, we all are kind of organized in general. You just kind of have to be with the nature of that background. But my family and some close friends, maybe I've helped them in the past with some organizing or cleanup. And I just started getting a lot more comments with people saying, you should do this. You're so organized at home and with your family, you help us. You should do this. You should get paid to help people do this. And
Okay.
I thought, well, okay, I didn't even know that that was even a possibility. I didn't know professional organizing was really a job.
Yep. Yep. Okay. And then tell me how you found me and how you found Facebook groups and how did that kind of evolve? How did that happen?
Yeah. So, well, once I was starting to get kind of that bug in my ear as far as, maybe that being a possible option, I started researching and I started noticing, oh, yeah, professional organizing has been around for quite a while. I found you and your page. And since you were just an hour away, you were local, in my opinion. So I thought, I'm just going to start following you. I followed a couple other big organizing groups on Facebook. And then just kind of watching you and your success. And then you started doing Jumpstart coaching classes.
Mhm.
I thought, well, maybe this is the time to kind of jump in and get started.
Very cool. Very cool. Okay. So tell me about the course you took with me, when that was, and what the progression of that was.
Yeah. So, like I had said, I had been following Beth it was probably literally almost 3 years before I finally decided to take the course. But the course that I took with her, it wasn't the mini class that she offers now. It was the 5-week kind of full course where we met once a week and, we had weekly homework. We got to check in. And for me, not having a business background whatsoever, that was my biggest barrier. I just felt really nervous, really intimidated by the whole business aspect of starting, my own organizing business. So having it laid out week by week and step by step, that really took kind of that intimidation out of there. It took that fear out of starting, and just kind of every week that went by, I just got more and more confidence. I was able to do more and more towards the business, and taking that class for me was just invaluable.
Okay, great, great. So tell me a little bit about your progress over the last year and a couple of months. So you started in the fall. And you started doing
Mhm.
like Facebook stuff and like just local groups, right? How did that kind of progress? How did you start getting clients and finding your
Yeah,
people?
yeah. I mean, as far as all of the marketing that I've done, and I haven't done any paid marketing,
Some organic.
you've
Yeah.
taught us that you don't necessarily have to do that. So I've kind of jumped on that bandwagon.
Yep.
And initially I took the class, it was at the end of the summer, last August,
Right.
a year ago. And then I kind of launched and went live with my business once school started last year.
Mhm.
And I just started doing all of the marketing and advertising in just my local Facebook groups. I was a part of a lot of different mom groups. I joined a lot more, just local Facebook groups for different towns that were near me,
Right.
and started kind of advertising and letting people know what I do. And then I started getting families who were reaching out to me because that's when we all had to do virtual school. Last school year, everyone had to start virtually. At least most of everyone did in our area. And so that was my first couple of jobs, was setting up at-home school zones for families. This was new for all of us, me included, because I had to do it for myself.
Yes.
But then I was able to share that and help other families get started. And then from there, it just kind of snowballed. My first 3 months were just a few jobs here and there, just getting my feet wet. But once January hit, I mean, literally business just exploded. I remember January 3rd, I think I had like 13 phone calls in one day, setting up consults. It was just crazy. I don't know, that was everyone's New Year's resolution.
Yes.
And from then on, I have had I've been super consistent, and I've been booking out 2 to 3 weeks at a time, like
Awesome.
every single month since last January. So
Great. Oh my
the
gosh. You're doing
consistency has
this
been great.
right after the pandemic started. So we got locked down in March, and in the fall, you are like starting your business, and it didn't
Yeah.
even take much to get it going, right? Just a few weeks and you were up and running, right?
Right, right.
January, you had the big boom. So what
Mhm.
has been your best month so far as like how many clients you've had or hours sold or dollars? What's your best month been so far since January?
Yeah. So since January, I mean, I've had the consistency, like I had mentioned before. I mean, and I only really want, like I had said at the very beginning, I only wanted to do this super part-time, only wanting to work, 3 to 4 days a week,
Yeah.
just so I can still be there for my kids. And so even just working the anywhere from 2 to 4 days a week, I'm still consistently bringing home, $3,000 to $4,200, $4,500 per month. My goal is to hit that, join your 5K club.
I
So
know you're
that's my
so close.
goal.
Yeah.
And I get so close
I
some
know.
months, and then, then we got to start over.
Then you
So
start at zero. Yeah, I know.
yeah, then we're
You're
starting
close.
over. But I mean, the consistency for what I want to work, and then the excitement of what I'm bringing in, just working those few hours, has been amazing. And I am going to start, I just finally made the decision. I'm going to start like interviewing and getting someone who can just consistently help me, so I can get more hours in each month, and then also, help on some bigger jobs. But
Very good. Awesome. That's
yeah,
great. You're doing
start
this part
growing.
time and you're making this great income, helping your family. What kind of things are you doing with your family with your extra income, like trips or sporting things, or what kind of things are you kind of saving for and working for?
Yeah, yeah. So, the first few things I bought with the extra money is, I got a major upgrade on my phone. We
Nice.
got upgraded computer, printer, all that fun, all that fun business stuff. But yeah, I've been using all of my money for, to put towards family trips. Like we
Awesome.
really just want to give our boys lots of fun experiences. So all of our family vacations, some extra fun trips for just me and my husband to do getaways.
Right.
And, so it's just been nice. And then kind of, stocking a little away for maybe some bigger projects in the future.
Awesome. That's so great. I love it.
Yeah.
So I know families is a big part of your niche. Tell me a little bit more about your niche and kind of how you've been led by the people you've met.
Yeah, so since I had said most of my, my bread and butter as far as my clients go, as far as marketing, since I do market more in the family groups, the mom groups, I do work with a lot of families with young children. And I think since I have young children myself, that we just kind of have that instant connection, my clients feel that instant trust and comfort with another, mom who has little kids. We're kind of in it together.
Right.
So yeah, most of my jobs are with families, helping them, deal with their kid spaces, kid toys, all the kid clutter, and creating more family oriented spaces. And I have, just being a twin mom myself, I have worked with a lot of other twin families. In fact, I am going on, I think, my 6th family that has twins that I've been helping organize. Some of them, it's an ongoing job where I work with them. I've been working with them over the past several months. And some it's just, doing maybe 4 or 5 sessions and getting them, kind of in order for them to take over. So that's kind of a fun little niche to have.
That's great. And how old are your boys now?
Now they're 7.
7. Okay. So they were about 5, 5.5 when you started, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Going back to school. Great.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me 3 things about you that you think you kind of embody as an organizer. What 3 words would you use to describe yourself as an organizer when someone meets you, like on a consult?
Yeah. So I would say, friendly and fun. When you're going in to work with, families, they're already kind of feeling on edge, and they are, a little feeling insecure or intimidated by having a stranger come into their home and really getting into their mess. But so I try to make it fun. I try to be friendly, try to just share stories. Just because I'm an organizer doesn't mean that my house is constantly in perfect working order. We all can relate in certain ways. And then also just kind of easygoing. I try to just make it fun, laid back, so everyone can kind of feel relaxed and we can get the job done. I guess, friendly, fun, and easygoing would be my 3 words.
So great. So people are at ease when you come in, and that nervousness just kind of melts away, I bet, when they meet you. That's great.
Yeah, I feel like I get those compliments, and I feel like I can kind of tell that right away with my clients. So that's kind of nice.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Give me more like a personal level. Give me 3 fun facts about you and your family and stuff you like to do.
Yeah. So, like I had said, we're very, very family oriented. We do a lot with our extended family. We love including our boys with a lot of everything we do. But in the summer, Michigan summers, they're great. We do a lot of boating, hiking. We're always outside. Our boys are in just about every sport you can imagine. So we're constantly running around with fun stuff like that.
Yes.
And then in the winter, we like skiing. We've had our boys on skis since they were 3, and so we love doing ski trips with them.
That's great. I love that. That's so awesome. Okay. Let's see. Tell me a little bit about your future goals, and kind of like you said, you want to be in the 5K club. You want to hire subs. Is that kind of some of your goals for 2021? The end of this year?
Yep, absolutely. I'm just really chopping at the bit to join that 5K club. I'm so close. I know I'm going to get there soon. And then, hiring more consistent subs. The goal is to kind of not only have, subs that I can take on jobs with me, but also ones that I can just send out that I feel comfortable sending out on a job. In working it like that to just even free up more of my time. And then also getting my website up and running. I mean,
that's a good goal.
It sounds funny that I've been doing all of this just without a website. I do want to get that done.
Incredible. Yeah.
But I've just been able to maintain such consistency that it always ends up going on the back burner, but that's a goal. I'm getting it done in the next couple months.
Those 3 steps are great goals for the end of this year. That's awesome. Okay. Well, thank you, Amanda, so much for this hot seat interview. I hope you had fun and have a great day. Thanks, Jumpstarters, for tuning in. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Beth. Bye-bye.
Bye.